Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we have one brand, 3 palettes, 3 looks. We're going to use Natashia Denona. These 3 palettes were given to me by my sweet PIC Xinia. Her channel is Adventures of Xinia. I will link all of her information down in the description box. So please go check her out. Go show her some love on her channel. She's absolutely amazing and I love her so much. We are going to do 3 different looks with these palettes. These are my favorite of the Natashia Denona. I've had the bigger palettes and they just weren't really my color story or whatnot. And so I did end up decluttering them, but I have a lot of the minis and I love the minis, and come to find out the minis are like the special shades of each larger palette. So that's probably why I like it, because I just want all the special shades. So anyways, we are going to get into this. We have this little berry tone one. This one here I've used multiple times whenever I just want a neutral, fast out the door look. These are so pretty. So I've used this multiple times. I just haven't, showed anything on social media yet. And then this one just has me super intrigued with the color story. So I don't know what I'll come up with this one here, but I'm super excited to try it. So I'm going to do this speed tutorial type, show you the 3 looks, and then we'll talk at the end about what all I used in the looks. So I'll see you in a few. Okay guys, I'm going to go in with Hourglass Veil for my eye primer. And while I'm applying this eye primer, I want to welcome you to my very first voiceover video. I hope that you like this style. It's a little bit different. I don't know if I'll continue to do this in the future because y'all know words are hard. So I'm going into the Natashia Denona Mini Retro palette. I'm going into shade Vintage Taupe. I'm going to just apply that as my transition shade. This shade blends out nicely. The color of the shade is just a very perfect shade for me for a transition. I'm going to go into shade 60s, and I'm going to put that on the outer part of my eye and on the inner part of my eye and start to create a halo look. I'm going to build up this color to the consistency that I want it, and then I also close in my halos by going through the crease of my eye. This is a technique that I like to use on my shape of eyes. I think that it flatters my eye shape more than leaving it open. Now I'm going to go into shade Pixie. I'm going to pick that up with my finger. I'm going to swipe that right into the center open area to create that halo look. You can't see it as well on the camera, but that shade really does pack a punch. I'm just going to go back and forth and kind of make sure that I am getting it even on both sides and blend it into the 60s color. Now I'm going to go into shade 60s again with a more pointed brush. I'm going to spritz the brush and take that 60s color and run it underneath my eye. I'm only going to take it about 1/3 of the way, just kind of add some depth. Now I'm going to go in with shade Industrial and Galaxia, and I'm going to feather that into where I put the 60 shade. I'm going to go lighter towards the inner part of my eye, and I am spritzing the brush with a little bit of Glow Recipe watermelon spray. Okay, now I'm going to take the ColourPop liner in Get Paid and put this in my waterline. And I'm going to take this Tom Ford lipstick, and it is in shade Casablanca. This is such a beautiful rosy nude. It's so soft and creamy. I was able to try this lipstick from Influencer. Well, you guys will have to tell me down in the comments below how you have liked this voiceover. I think it was fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, so this is my final look, and on the first one, love this palette as much as I did whenever I've used it before. I did a different look than I have done before with this palette. I did a little bit of a halo eye. I love it. I love it so much. In the waterline, I used Get Paid from ColourPop, and it's kind of like a rose gold. It's very, very pretty. On my lips, I used Casablanca in the Tom Ford lipstick that I got through Influencer. And my face already had done from an earlier look, so that is my completed look. I really, really enjoy how this looks, and we are off to palette number 2. Okay guys, now we're going to go into the Natasha Denona palette 10, and I'm going to go into shade Aubergine first, and I'm going to take that and run that through the crease and get the color built up around the outer edge of the eye. Now I'm going to go into shade Nina's Orchard. I'm going to go and buff that out and get it nice and blown out. Whoops, I went in a little heavy-handed right there, so I'm just taking that Nina's Orchard and buffing it out once again. I'm going to continue to blend and blow that out to where it looks nice and soft with no harsh edges. Now I'm going to go back into Aubergine, and I'm going to go and pack that in on the outer corner of the eye just to build and get some depth. Kind of take it a little upwards so that it's just lifting the eye. Now I'm going to go in with the MAC paint stick in pure white. I'm going to take a flat brush and I'm going to apply that to the lid. Going a little bit higher than where my natural crease hits, since I have hooded eyes. If you don't do that, then you will not see what you're trying to place on the lid. You got to kind of create your own lid space. I'm going to go back in with that aubergine that's left over on my brush and just kind of work that paint stick into that darker area. Now I'm going to take that true gold shade, and I'm going to put that all over where I put the white paint stick, and it's just going to bring that lid and make it pop. It's best to use a flat brush whenever you're doing this to make sure you get all the little edges, and then go back in with that brush with a little bit of color and blend. Now I'm going to go into aubergine again. I'm going to spray my brush, and I'm using the Glow Recipe watermelon spray, and I'm going to take that on the lower lash line, a third of the way in. Now I'm going to go into Vintage, and I'm going to take that and run that through about a quarter of the way in from where I left off. And then I didn't show it, but I went into that Stain Skin, and I'm taking that in the inner corner and meeting it up with the Vintage shade. Now I'm going in with my lipstick, Marc Jacobs, and it's in Infamous to top off this look. Okay, this is the final look of number 2, and love this palette. I love this look. So we'll be on to look number 3. Okay, on to the third and final palette. This is the Jubilee, and we're going to start out with the Vintage Taupe, and we're going to take that into the crease. This Vintage Taupe does blend out very smooth, and I'm laughing because I am watching somebody's video and it made me laugh. Now I am going to go into the shade Enigma. At first I thought this was black, and when I dipped in, I was pleasantly surprised. It wasn't even a navy, it was like this beautiful, rich teal blue. It was so pretty. You can see me oohing and awing over this shade as I put it on. I'm going to take it a little bit up into the crease. Go ahead and follow it up on the other side, doing the same thing. It blends beautifully. Doing a little happy dance because I really love that shade. Now I'm going to go into Mint Frost, and I'm going to just put it right up against Enigma. And I decided to go ahead and use my finger, and boy, that made a difference. It just packed a punch. That's what I was looking for. Making sure that I got them both even. Now I'm going to go into Limoncello. I thought it was going to be more yellow, but it really has kind of a green tint to it. It is absolutely beautiful. I decided to go ahead and spray, and boy, I am so glad I did that because it really punched up that color. Just blending all those colors together, going back and forth. Then I decided to go ahead and put that limoncello down into the crease of the eye. I'm sorry, not the crease, into the inner corner of the eye. And then I'm taking Enigma with a spritz of the Watermelon Glow Recipe Spray and putting that on the lower lash line. At first I thought I was only going to take it 3/4 of a way like I normally do, but I decided to go ahead and run it all the way across the bottom part of the eye. Now I'm going in with the Marc Jacobs eyeliner in Gemstoned Glam. Taking that, it is kind of has a little bit of a glitter in the eyeliner. I'm running that through the waterline. It ends up not being exactly what I want. It kind of darkened it too much, so I lightened it up with the ColourPop eyeliner in Icebreaker. The combination of these two liners was the perfect look that I was looking for. Now I'm going to go into the Fenty Beauty lipstick in shade Clap Back. This is a beautiful navy lipstick. This was also gifted to me from Xinia, and wow, Love this color. Very cool tone navy. Very rich and creamy. Okay, this is my final look and love this. And I even had this little Fenty lip color that also Xinia gifted to me, and it's in Clapback. And I think it paired up really nicely with this look. So pretty. I love the blue in this. It looks black, but oh, it's a stunner. Oh, when you put that on your eyes, the consistency of it and the way it blends out, it is a stunner. I love it. So I just love this palette. Love this palette. I'm just really, really happy with all these Natashia Denona minis that I have. I just love the shadows. So, yeah. Tell me down below, what was your favorite look of the 3 looks? 1, 2, or 3? And I'd love to hear your feedback. And do you have Natashia Denona minis? What do you think? And if you have both the big palettes and the small palettes and you have a preference over one or the other, let me know that too. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget, Xinia's information will be down below in the description box. So please go and check out her channel and show her some love. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that you guys all have a blessed day. Take care. Bye-bye.
I gave you my heart.